chat. It's been a minute since I got copyrighted, but we're back with lives. There we go. Jeez. Ignore my goofy voice. It's kind of early in the morning, and yeah. So hold on. I'm gonna grab my computer. And some gummy bears because I'm a gummy bear fiend. Hi everyone. How are you guys? We're gonna be working on a lot of commissions. Okay. I have 2 more commissions, and we're gonna try to finish them. Well, finish the coloring on both of them this live. So yes, it's gonna. Yeah. One's a normal sized one, and then the other one is a mini. So let me know which one you guys want me to do first. The mini or a normal size? Tell me. I must know. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. So give me a moment. Normal size. All right, we're working on the normal, I guess. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get into my computer so I can see the comments. So give me just a second. YouTube channel. Hold on. So then I can watch what you guys are doing. Oops. Hold on. Bruh. There we go. Okay. Now I can see what you guys are saying. So yeah, let's get started. This one is going to be like light pink, fairy vibes, mushroom. So kind of like grunge, not grunge, forest kind of. Think of forest stuff. So, by the way, I'm not doing commissions anymore. I've decided not to do it since it's just overstressing me. So, yeah. Fairy core. Whatever. You know what I mean. It's going to be like fairy stuff. Anyways. Is it like unfocused? Oh, there we go. Come on, focus, stupid camera. What's a commission? Where people tell me what they want on a puppet, and then I create it. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah. I'm actually gonna work this time though, so if I'm not looking at the chat, don't get mad at me. Because I'm actually gonna be working on a commission, and I kind of want to get it done. Because I need to ship it out, so. Look at my fancy pencil. It's so fancy. Also, I got a palm tree yesterday. Want to see my beautiful palm tree? You can't really, palm tree. Yeah, I can't really show much, but it's a literal palm tree that I have. So, yeah, it's so beautiful. Okay, anyways, we're gonna actually focus. So let's see here. Light pink, fluffy, sparkles, fairy. Okay, yeah. How long is this live gonna be? As long as it takes to color 2 commissions. So it might take like a while. So you don't feel pressured to stay the entire live because it's gonna be a while. It's probably gonna be a long time. It's not a pen, I promise. It's a fancy pencil. What? If I'm not live, yeah? I'm live right now, silly. I'm live right now. Yeah. Sorry, that was my brother. He was asking if we could play Twister, so. I'm worried I'm not gonna have enough room for the ear. How old am I? Old. So we're gonna actually switch this up, because I know how to do this without erasing the entire thing, because that just takes a lot of time and work, and I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna do this instead. Wada boom! I can see your comment, Charlotte. Yeah, you have a commission? No. I'm not doing commissions anymore, guys. I'm gonna be selling pre-mades probably. And maybe some older puppets. I don't know, maybe. Okay, there. Now we have enough room for the ear and stuff. Probably, anyways. Oh, that's still like... Restarting! I didn't do it right. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, that'll be enough room for the ear. Okay, we did it right this time. The theme is like fairy. And kind of like forest. So, yeah. You know, we're chill about it. What's my favorite color? Yellow and blue. I love them both, so I can't decide between one. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, I need to focus. So, if I don't respond to your comments, don't get mad at me. One, I'm not giving anyone else commissions. Okay, I'm done doing commissions, and you have to buy them. Okay, then for whatever. By the way, this is just a rough sketch, so, like, don't judge yet. Okay. So Fluffy. Okay, let's make the ear nice and fluffy, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll probably change that, but for now, you know, we're just gonna leave that like how it is. Ooh, crap. I didn't leave enough room, but we'll make it work. We're gonna change this because that does not look good. By the way, this one is for, I can't remember her ad. I think her general name is just, oh my gosh, Garlic, I think. I don't remember her ad. And then the other one is for why are you calling me? I don't understand this. Why is light? Okay, we're just gonna. What light? What is it? I can't answer the call. What is it, light? I don't get it. I'll probably make it joinable when I have to restart it because my time limit's gonna run up and then it's gonna be weird. But you know, maybe if I can. But I'm probably not. I called you to see my comments. Oh, okay. I can't make it joinable until I restart it, and I don't want to restart it because like that takes a lot of work. It's okay. Like next. Oh my, the stutter goes crazy. Plus, I can't really focus when I'm talking to someone. I can't focus when I'm talking to someone. See, I'm like struggling to focus. So I'm trying to think of the fluff for this one. Hi, Supernova. By the way, I got your dragon. But this is before I could go live, and I finally got my live abilities back. So, I'm working on a video of me opening it. Okay, trust. It's just taking a lot of work. That's ugly. Nope, that is very ugly. I don't like that. Look at my beautiful duck. Anyways, you know, I just have to show my beautiful duck. Trying to think what kind of fluff I want. Maybe let's try my OG kind of fluff look. I don't know. Never mind. This might. That is weird, bro. What is that? Get out! And that's also weird. Guys, my voice is ugly. Don't just. It sounds goofy. It's because it's early in the morning, okay? We're just starting out really early, I guess. We're just going to leave that for now, and we'll come back to that. Because that turned on my duck lamp when I slammed the table on accident. Okay, now we get to the fun part. Actually designing it. So let's start with the eye. You know, we're just gonna like, you know. I'm gonna make this female. I'm gonna do that. Because I struggle at making male dragons, like, I just can't. And all my dragons look the same, kind of, so, you know, we're just gonna ignore that fact, but whatever. Okay. Eyelashes! Boom! And then we're gonna make the eye a beautiful eye. Nope. Nope. Struggling. Nope. Nope. Bro, I am struggling. Sure. We'll stick with that for now. I might make it a little different. Maybe more like this. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little better. Except this is uneven. And then we're gonna fade this, I guess. That way I know what I'm doing. And then I'm not sure what color that's gonna be. I think I'm gonna make her look kind of like nice instead of kind of like. So hold on. Just trust the process. Nope. Got to get the eyebrow just right. how that looks, okay? Sure, we'll stick with that. You know what? I'm hungry too. I haven't been eating. Well, whoa, that sounded really wrong. I haven't eaten today. Well, kind of. I had like a string cheese, but that's about it. I have been eating, I promise. I just said it wrong. Okay, that looks a little goofy. I might shrink the nose just a little bit like this. I did that wrong. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna... Okay, sorry you guys can't really see much. I'll do this instead. What the theme is? Fairy kind of going for, like a fairy. Because this is a commission, and that's what the commissioner wanted. So, yeah, fluffy, fairy with mushroom kind of stuff. So, yeah. This is for JD's Dragons. We're gonna finish that off. Well, you know what? We'll come back to the nose. We're just gonna ignore that. But, you know, it's okay. We're chill. We're chill about it. Yeah, that doesn't look any better. We're just gonna ignore that. I think I'm gonna give it a nose. It just kind of needs a nose. It looks like it needs a nose, okay? Yeah. It's a nose. Oh, hi, shrimp. Why are you... What are you doing here? Nose. We're gonna add some, like, whisker stuff. Dots for, like, whiskers. You know what I'm talking about. Sure. I'm gonna make the ear fluffy like the commissioner wanted. So fluffy. Yes, fluffy. And more fluff inside the fluff. Yeah, fluffy. And you know what? We're gonna make it blush. We're gonna have like blush around it because you know that just seems right now. Yeah, sure, that's blush. Pretend that's blush. Should we give it a horn, guys? Horn or no? Horn or no? I don't know. Oh, yeah, butterfly would be cute on, like, the nose. Actually, we're doing a horn. I have the most genius idea. Hold on. Hold on. I need to contain myself. I have a genius idea. You guys have no clue. Trust the process, okay. I messed up. I still messed up. We're just gonna get out Big Back Bob because he's a giant eraser. And that'll make this so much easier. Okay, hold on. I need to get the horn just right. I have a genius idea, so... Just trust the process, okay. So it needs to be more diagonal, up, and kind of like smooth, and a little loop. Boom! Sure. That's... I messed up again. So kind of like this, and up we go. And we're gonna kind of do that. You know what? I'm okay. Yeah, we're good right now. Shoot. I need to think about this. Hold on. And then this needs to be fatter right here. You know what? Sure. And then my idea was we're gonna add like vines and stuff and mushrooms, and then we can add like 3D stuff once we're done. So, you know, we're just gonna kind of like do some vine looking stuff. Yes, sure, vines. Yeah. Leaves. Pretend there's pretend these are leaves, okay? Boom. And then we can add like butterflies and stuff and no, I don't have gems. Stuff on it. Okay. And flowers. Yeah, flowers. And then we're gonna fix this just a little bit because that was bugging. This keeps bugging me. And if any of the commissioners are here, like anyone that has bought a commission, I'm sorry that all of these are so late. My mind's just like doesn't have a schedule, so it's kind of hard to like do it, if that makes sense. Like kind of, I'm thinking, hold on. Like I don't have a mental schedule, so I always ship them late. And I feel bad whenever I do that, but it's like, I don't know. I just can't do commissions anymore. So I apologize that all of these are late. I've also been having a lot of like issues in my family. Not really issues, but like there's been a lot going on. So there's just been a lot going on in my life. So yeah, I apologize to everyone who has bought a commission and it's ships late. There's just been a lot going on. Anyways, I'm trying to think on what to add. We can add I'm trying to think on like what patterns I want. You can post a video. Did it end up like, is the quality better, Shrimp? I don't know. Is the quality any better than it was when I sent it? What kind of... Let me look. Yeah, just make sure, like, when you save... if you save the video, you know, we're just going to go with the flow, and we're going to just see how this turns out. Okay. Because right now, I'm feeling like this. So... Guys, wait! So, hear me out. Like, a really light brown. So, kind of like a light brown. Maybe like a pink. And then white. And then same thing kind of over here. Wait. Anyways, we're just going to fix this a little bit more. And then we might keep that. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like without it. Yeah, we're getting rid of it. What theme is this? It's gonna be like, supposed to be like fairy kind of stuff, and it's kind of forest vibes. I don't know. Which filter do I use? I don't remember, but it's something on TikTok. Something like indie something, I think. No, we're not adding that. Actually, hold on. Maybe let's smooth this out so it kind of looks like an elf here. Yeah. Boom, big brain. I think I'm going to add some mushrooms because the person did want mushrooms. So I'm just thinking on where to add it. Hold on. Maybe. What do those mushrooms look like where they like... Okay, Shrimp, did it... Hold on, let me look if he's commented. I'm sorry, Shrimp. I haven't been... There's so many comments. Okay, well, I take it the quality's better, but, yeah, hold on, I need to look up something. Mushrooms on trees. Boom! Okay, now we can, like, kind of copy what those mushrooms look like. Copy, you know what I mean. Like, inspiration. Yes, that is what I'm kind of like... no, that's not really what I want. Hold on! You know what? We're just gonna go with the vibe. Let me go back to this so I can see it. So... I don't know, guys. Just we're going with the vibe. We'll see if this looks good. Kind of have it go over the over the horn, I think. Guys, I'm thinking. Hold on. Yeah, this is fairy core. Or kind of like fairy, I don't know. I don't know. Does that look okay? I don't know. You know what? We're just going to go with the vibe. So, yeah, we're just going to stick with that and see how that ends up looking. So, yes. By the way, Shrimp, if you want, we can, like, post it at the same time if you want. But you can post it now. I don't care. You can post it whenever. If you want to wait till this live is done, well, I don't know. Just whenever. Okay, Puppetry X. So, for the commissions, you would have, this is how I do it, so you don't have to do this, but this is what I would recommend doing. I would recommend getting an Etsy shop. It costs $19 to set up, though, so just be aware with that. But it all pays off in the end. And then I like to, like, once you set everything up, it'll kind of walk you through how to do it. Once you set everything up, I go and say add personalization is what it says. It says add personalization, and then I say, like, describe what you want on your puppet, and then, like, it'll say, like, describe horns, eyes, details, stuff like that. And then after that, it kind of, like, you have to click must answer, and then they can, like, type it in and stuff, if that makes sense. They can type in what they want, or they can send the picture through Etsy or Discord if you have Discord. That's usually how I do it, but, you know, you'll get used to the process. That's kind of how I do it, but, you know, I don't know. You don't have to do what I do, though. That's just, like, what I do. I'm trying to think how to incorporate more fairy into this. I'm sorry, my brain's, like, thinking. I don't know how to incorporate more fairy into this. Sparkles, right. Let's add sparkles. You could add fairy wings, but where would I add wings, though? Like, I don't understand where I could add it. So, we're going to add... I think we're going to add a flower right here. Or something like that, you know. We're just going to pretend that's a flower. Guys, I don't know what to add. Right, let's add stars and stuff, because that's what I always add when I don't know what else to add. So we're going to pretend that's a good star. Actually, never mind, that bugs me. You know what, that's a little better, whatever.